Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Ben. What's up, Ben?
Hello.
What's up, Scott?
Greetings.
What's up, Sally?
What's up?
Okay, so I wasn't going to do cast tonight, but then we got breaking news. So what's going on with the CW Arrowverse?
Yeah, I heard about that. Batwoman is joining them.
Yep, Batwoman's getting the show. Now, that could be cool, but when you read the official log line for the show, here's what it says. Batwoman revolves around Kate Kane, who armed with a passion for social justice and a flair for speaking her mind.
Yeah, I was wondering when that was going to come out.
Soars onto the streets of Gotham as Batwoman, an out lesbian and highly trained street fighter primed to snuff out the falling city's criminal resurgence. Lesbian, SJW, basically Supergirl Batman edition.
Yeah.
Well, she could have. It would have been fine if she was a lesbian. It would have been fine if, like, whatever her sexual preferences or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's but social justice.
Social justice warrior. So they think that this is going to be a success by saying that?
No, it's going to be their bomb. Because let's not forget, when Batwoman initially debuted in the 40s or 30s, she was pretty much different from this. She was a rich socialite.
See, I didn't see it. I just saw it briefly. I didn't read it. The moment I'm surprised on this cast. You just told me this. I was like actually psyched for it. Then the moment you said that, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been putting my feelings out on a forum, and people are saying, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't watch a show that's based on a woman if you don't. A superhero that has a lead woman if you don't like this, blah blah blah."
I think I'm going to be.
It's not about her being a woman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a woman right here. Sally.
I think I better step away.
Superhero shows with women that actually did it right. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Jessica Jones.
Yes. I'm going to stick away from forums right now. I'm not going to follow anything for a long time. You know what it is, too? I don't want to talk about it on here, but I think because I'm a writer, I tend to write a lot. So maybe people think they get the wrong message that I'm tweeting a lot. I don't know. But anyway, let's just get off the subject.
All right.
Now, we got stuff about Spiderman.
Yes.
I keep getting the title screwed up. Far
Spider-Man
away.
Far From Home.
Far away, Lassie. Far from home. Okay, Far From Home, Lassie. Right. Spider-Man Far From Home. Right.
We're adding a new character played by Turkish actor Numan Akar named Dimitri, and I guess in the comics that's Chameleon.
See, now here's the thing a lot of people don't know. When I was a kid, like one of my favorite shows was Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Yeah,
right?
I remember him being in
And
it.
my favorite episode was with the Chameleon. And it was 7 little superheroes, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
7 little superheroes.
And Doctor Strange.
I loved that because he took on everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was like my favorite Spider-Man His Amazing Friends next to Doctor Doom one, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I loved Chameleon because of that. And then when I went to the comics, I'm expecting to see.
That way.
Yeah, and it wasn't. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. But, you know, because I'm a kid. I was a kid at the time, you know? And I just thought, you know, with the grandstanding and like, oh, I'm a Chameleon. I'm like, okay.
They have rewritten and redone and
It was so good back in the day, man. It was like, he was a good villain on the cartoon there. But anyway, and then it was called Cartoons, and then they changed it because animated, because Cartoons was too, it wasn't hip anymore. And then now it's, I don't know what the hell it's called. But, yeah. All right, so we got the Chameleon in. Well, here's the thing: we got Mysterio, Chameleon, supposedly 5 of the Sinister Six, supposedly, and then the person that's behind it is the 6th member or the 1st member, actually, and it's probably going to be Doc Ock, you know, Otto Octavius or Norman Osborn or whatever.
I'm hoping they don't overload like they did before they rebooted it again.
Yeah. I have to talk about Amazing Spider-Man #1 again and say I love the line that Spider-Man says to Mary Jane, where there was a confusion, and he's like, no, Doc Ock isn't my main nemesis. He's my next main nemesis. I was like, oh!
Snap. Drop the mic.
Because you know what? Even Dan Slott did that. Because when Dan Slott, when Doc Ock was in Spider-Man's body and he thought he was the superior Spider-Man, right? Norman Osborn found out that Doc Ock was in Peter Parker's body. And he kicked his ass, annihilated him. He killed all his family members. He destroyed every factory that Otto Octavius worked at. So he totally screwed him over and destroyed him. The only way, and this was the ego. It was so much that Doc Ock had to defeat Norman Osborn because of his ego that he actually gave up to Peter Parker to surrender his body back to Peter Parker to kick Norman Osborn's ass. That's how much of an ego it was. And he admitted at the end that he was not the superior Spider-Man. And then he faded away. But what happened was, because of an adventure with the Spider-Verse, he knew that he was going to lose, so he recorded every moment he had as Doc Ock, with the exception of that last encounter, that last mission. So now the Doc Ock that we have is Doc Ock, but he doesn't have any of those memories. Nor when anybody tells him of it, he believed that he was inferior to Peter Parker, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So yeah. So Doc Ock was always the second, and Norman Osborn as Green Goblin was always the first.
Damn, that hurts.
Yeah, and it's always going to be that way. There's nothing he could do. It's Green Goblin is the coolest. I'm sorry. So there's nothing wrong with being second fiddle, still powerful, or third fiddle, or eighth fiddle. With Spider-Man villains, 100 fiddle. Okay. All right. So yeah, you know what? Going back to the CW thing. Here's what I'm thinking. Arrow is on its 7th season, right? What I think the CW is trying to do is they're trying to have series that's going to be replacing stuff that ends. So they probably feel that Batwoman will replace Arrow, because Arrow will not get another season, possibly.
No.
And that is going to be a mistake. Now, you could only go so much with Legends of Tomorrow also.
Yeah. They're not in the crossover this year.
Legends of Tomorrow will probably end this coming season.
What I always felt they should do, what they should have done, have two shows on, and during whichever one, basically when one's on hiatus, the other one is on in its place.
Right.
That way, it doesn't feel as though you're getting dragged down with, oh, I got to tune in on this day to catch this show. Oh, I've got to tune in on this day to catch this show. If they had just done that whole little thing where, okay, this show's on hiatus, this show plays in its place, it would have been so much better, and it wouldn't be such a watered-down station.
Well, I have a suggestion for if Arrow ends. What I think they should do is, being that the Justice League is a failure in the motion pictures, they should do a Justice League TV series for the CW where Arrow is the leader, Green Arrow.
Yeah.
And they're in the Hall of Justice, and you know how they tried to do Defenders on Netflix and it didn't work, right? Yeah. They do a whole series where the main lead obviously is Green Arrow, because that will be his series. And people will join him in episodes, like The Flash will appear in so many episodes, Supergirl will appear so many episodes, they'll send them on missions, they'll go whatever. And I think they'll do that for 1 year, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just do a year of you know, you're not going to call it the Super Friends in this day and age.
No, of course
because it'll be corny. You know? I mean, but they'll call it the Justice League. Why not? You know? I mean, what is it doing to the movies? Nothing. This will be a better Justice League.
Yeah. Yeah, but people will start to be the naysayer for a second. People are going to be bitching, like, where's Batman? Where's Batman? You didn't gripe with the fact that Arrow was meeting Batman villains, so
listen. Odds are that the president of the United States in that universe is going to give Oliver Queen a pardon.
Mm-hmm.
And Arrow is not going to be in prison anymore. And he'll probably be in prison for like the first half of the season or something. Or maybe even
Like they do with
6
the
episodes. Might be 6 episodes, might be, I don't think it's going to go too long with him in prison. Or he's going to be hired by the president or the government, whatever, and he's going to be free. And they're going to have the whole... So there's going to be... there's going to be... While he's in prison, there's going to be a massive threat. They're going to have Batwoman. They're going to realize, you know what? He ain't doing us any good being in prison. We need to have him out there. We need to have him working for us. And then they'll create the Hall of Justice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's probably going to happen. But I'm excited about Batwoman, but I'm not excited. We'll see what happens, unfortunately. I'm not crazy about the
I just don't see Batwoman holding a series.
Again, you know what I think? You know what the problem is? There's some confusion. I understand that the comic was great when they were insinuating that she was a lesbian and all that, and then DC got scared and they scrapped the whole thing and it wasn't fair, and the artist and the writer that they were going to do that, they felt upset and screwed over, right? But at the same time, you can't make her that and a social justice. It's like that you're kind of ruining the whole... You're making it bad to be... like that's whatever. But whatever.
It gets to the point where you're basically making fun of a certain segment of society than actually helping them.
I'm completely fine with her being gay, but not the social justice. But whatever. We'll see what happens. So we got Chameleon in Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man Far From Home. We have now... I've seen the box office numbers. And Black Panther is... like 98,000 away. Again, it's very slow now, Scott, because you know what? It's not even. It's like 1,000 a day.
It's trickle now, yeah.
It's not going to reach it. As much as I want it to be 700 million domestically, Black Panther's not going to reach it. But it made over $1 billion some odd dollars. Also, Ant-Man and the Wasp is dropping, and I mean, that had, I don't even know. I mean, I guess they considered it a success. It's almost at 300 million, I guess. I don't know. Deadpool's just about done. Avengers is just about done. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is like 5th place. That's almost out of there. The Purge is a success. There'll probably be another Purge movie. People who make these fake articles or these stupid articles right away condemning The Purge as a failure did not wait for the box office to come in, obviously, and they got blown up in their face. So The Purge is a success. Now, The Rock's movie, right now, it's too early to tell. It doesn't look like it's making the money to make it over the budget. And again, I think
people are seeing too much of Die Hard in it.
And you're releasing it at the wrong time, man. I know he's The Rock, but like... The Rock is out with Chris Pratt, with everybody and their mothers in the theater right now. Like, you need to take The Rock's movie out of the equation and release it at a different time. Bad placement, I feel. Maybe a great movie, but bad placement.
But at least he's not contending against a summer blockbuster like Avengers, Black Panther, and blah blah blah. But I agree, it should be released later on in the season.
Now, this whole Fast and the Furious spinoff.
Oh, no.
I'm not a fan of that. I mean, that's a stupid thing to say that they're big enough to get their own spin-off movie. That I'm not. I mean, Jason Statham, yes.
Yeah, he's
The
great.
Rock. So, it's funny, The Rock's not even allowed in the Fast and Furious anymore because maybe he did get a big head. I don't know. I really don't know. But all I know is it looked like he was taking over after a while. And then getting pissed off. Which I felt, too, it looked like it because that's their franchise. He's just, you know what I'm saying? It's like The Rock is in everything. So just respect where if you're eating in somebody else's house, respect that you're eating in somebody else's. I mean, I feel, again, I'm not condemning The Rock. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I just think that, it's not The Rock's movie. It's their movie, and he's a guest in it. So that was the whole point, I think. It got skewed that way. What else, Ben? Was there any other things going on? Let me see quickly. I know Chris has got some Godzilla stuff to talk about. Oh, the She-Ra reboot
Oh,
kind of
God,
looks
that's
like
the big-
crap, by the way.
As the great Austin Powers once said, "That's not a woman, it's a man, baby."
Right. I was really loving the Nathan Drake by Nathan Fillion fan film. I guess he paid. Did he pay for it? Did you guys see that?
I saw it. Yeah,
I haven't.
it looks
You didn't
really
see
good.
that, Ben? Did you see that?
No.
I don't. All I know is that Nathan
So
Fillion
basically, I-
was Nathan Drake. He called himself. It was great. It was 15 minutes.
So basically, the guy who I honestly feel should play this character in front.
Yeah.
Yes. To me, I personally think that's who should play him.
But you know what's weird? They call it a fan film, but Sally, right? There was a budget for this.
Oh yes, there
Oh,
was.
there was a nice. Let me tell you something. Unless this was Nathan Fillion's house or mansion, there was a budget. They spent some money. I don't know what fan has that kind of money, like billion, whatever. They spent something. So for 15 minutes, they spent stuff. So you know what?
Okay, we'll find and watch it. Then.
They said because of this may turn into a TV series on ABC.
Oh,
Yes.
that'd be amazing.
Yes, and I will watch it.
And because it's going on with, in the movies with Tom Holland, like the younger adventures, this will be his regular event, So again, I gotta
Young
say,
Indiana Jones one half, and then the main guy.
I gotta say, I'm all for it, man.
Yes,
I am all
Yes.
for it. I'm excited. This really, I couldn't believe how good it was. Really. So
what series I'm going to get?
I'm gonna send it to you, Scott. Right after this, I'm gonna send it to you so you can watch it.
Okay, thanks.
Agent Carter talk. You know what? I think it's done right now. I don't think it's time to revisit that. I don't know. I mean, I loved Agent Carter, but I think the time has passed right now.
Like if they had done it maybe like a year to 2 years after it had gone off, fine. But yeah,
it's lost its steam. I mean, right now, if you were gonna do a timeless, right, a continuation, it's still within the time parameters.
Yeah.
But if you wait too long, you lose the momentum. Really, I think. I just want to look at the box office quickly. I mean, the Hotel Transylvania, the kids love that. I mean, that's got 103 million already beat its budget like in a day. I mean, in a day. Incredibles is at 860. I mean, yeah. So Ocean's 8 was a success. There's a lot of good movies out there. Was there anything else? I guess that's it for tonight, right? For the Everything Show?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting a trailer. What are we getting a trailer tomorrow? There's a big trailer tomorrow. I saw a teaser of it. What the hell was it?
Is it Glass? Because there's supposed to be on a 15-second. There's supposed to be a 15
Glass. Yes, Glass tomorrow. We're getting the Glass trailer tomorrow. Okay. Or teaser, right?
Yeah.
Is it a teaser?
I think it's a teaser because DeFranco said he set up a link to his, but it says you can miss it, you can, you don't have to, you don't have to.
You don't have to see it. It's not even anything, right? Yeah.
Of shattering glass towards you.
Probably be a better teaser than that teaser for that other thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And that's for another cast. All right.
There's going to be sparkly stuff around.
Hold on. Take care. Bye for now.
Wow.